The atmosphere between Hamilton and Mercedes has started to sour. Welcome to the channel where we discuss Formula One and everything related to it. After another Grand Prix where Ferrari and McLaren could spice up the championship and break Red Bull's monotony, we found out that Hamilton and Mercedes are increasingly at odds. But before we get into the race, feel free to subscribe to the channel and share it with all Formula One enthusiasts. Thank you. At the end of this race, Leclerc dedicated his victory to his father. Sainz has no defined future, and the atmosphere between Hamilton and Mercedes has soured. This was the summary of the Monaco GP. In the aftermath of the Monaco GP, where Charles Leclerc finally won and paid tribute to his father in a much calmer weekend than last season, Ferrari stood out, and team principal Fred Vasseur celebrated enthusiastically. Among the many stories circulating about the driver market, with Carlos Sainz seemingly out of negotiations with the top teams, the behind-the-scenes of Formula One is generating a lot of buzz. It's normal for no driver to like being behind their teammate, and in Monaco, the final GP classification and the differences between drivers are undoubtedly analyzed more thoroughly than in other races. This is because everyone knows very well how difficult it is to overtake on this circuit. However, looking back at the free practice sessions, the week was much more intense in the garages in terms of atmosphere, even raising some unusual doubts and suspicions regarding the equipment and respective adjustments received. This is the case with Lewis Hamilton, who hinted in more than one interview after Saturday's qualifying that somehow his car is configured differently on the grid setup, causing him to lose a couple of tenths. The British driver even said he does not expect to stay ahead of teammate George Russell in qualifying for the rest of the year. In the 8 races held so far, this has only happened once. Hamilton questioned the strange statement from Toto Wolff on Friday, saying the team had to change the car's setup because it was too good in qualifying and wore out the tires in the race. "That doesn't make any sense, not here," said Hamilton disapprovingly. The atmosphere has worsened along with the team's situation, still unable to find concrete answers while McLaren and Ferrari, Hamilton's possible destination next year, visibly evolve. Hamilton's boss, Toto Wolff, said after the race that the team is doing its best to give both drivers the best car and did not want to get into controversies about possible differences. But that they exist is obvious.